Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play of Kerbal Space Program. This is Hillstash. We are floating in orbit around Kerbal. And this is the crew module. This is the interplanetary ship, all set up and ready to go, minus the crew. And looks like we're going to get a fairly close intercept here, so I'm going to I've fast forwarded a number of days and things have caught up, and I'm going to try to get this intersect here, and yeah, I'll bring you back in when we get a little closer. Then we'll transfer some crew, and we'll then have to wait another long time till Jool's in the right spot. But you won't have to. So let me do this, and I'll bring you back. Okay, so that later in this orbit, getting nice and close. My goal is to essentially just stop near the ship, and what are we saying? We're going to be away here, 400 meters away. Well, let me think here. I just want to go this way a little bit. So, yeah. There we go. Now we're heading almost directly towards it. Okay. Essentially then we just need to come to a stop when we get close. Fairly easy. And it's a pretty good sized ship. It's quite visible from a good distance away. Now it's saying 100 meters. Speeds start to increase rapidly, or they seem to. Not the speeds themselves, but the closing distance, I guess. 5 meters a second isn't very much when you're 2-3 kilometers away, but as you get this close, it gets dangerously fast. So I want to be up somewhere. It's shifting around, of course, as our orbits shift around. And so then what we're going to do is transfer the crew over by EVA. I put all this RCS in this ship and I didn't use any of it. Maybe I should have done this by docking, I don't know. And okay. Getting close now. Now we're heading a little bit too far this way. Oops. Now we're heading actually away. Yes, maybe I will use some RCS. Let me see here. What am I trying to do? Nope. This way, and yeah, I think something like this. Okay, half a meter a second. Well, that should give me enough time. Let me see here. Just point it a little bit more this way. I think if we bonk at these sorts of speeds, it's not going to be too big of a deal. Okay, 200 or 0.2 meters a second. So yeah, we are slowly coming up. Okay, who's heading over first? Let's take Genfrey out. Orient ourselves. Come on, he's stuck. There he goes. It's quite the view. I should have taken a better screenshot there. Okay. I also didn't put the ladders out. When I get close, I believe I'll be able to. Just for something to hang on to. I don't necessarily need it though, because I think I can just, hopefully I can just, maybe what am I trying to do here? Let's go forward and down. Don't know exactly where the board... Where is the hitbox for boarding? Somewhere more around there. This could be tricky to get to. Okay, got it. We have Jenfrey Kerman on board now. Most excellent. And while I'm here, I will extend the other ladder. So we're going to have to put one Kerbal in one of these. One of the other side, I guess. And... Landfill next. And there we have it. All three Kerbals who are going are on board. Now this is going to mess things up. Can't use when I'm controlling from here. I can't use the SAS or not the SAS, but I can't use the Smart ASS and things like that. Oh hey, look what's out there. Nice. Don't know if I can even control this ship from in here, really. Ah, that was on. Cool. Probably could have gotten a good picture of a Kerbal coming from out here, but okay. That's going to have to be deorbited someday, or else we're going to end up with way too much junk. Probodyne. Is that what I want? Cube? Yeah. Control from here. Now if I say prograde, I believe it will actually go prograde. And I think my wife is home from work. I better go check. I'll be back. Alright, there we have a Jool encounter. I don't know what sort of periaps there is or anything there yet. This is just the maneuver. I'll fix everything else later, but we do have to do a close to 2,000 meter a second burn here, so worried about it I am. But it's not really going to be a lot to do. I will watch the fuel. I'm going to be trying to burn the top and bottom, so hopefully there's some sort of balance between the two. I'm a little worried about how much this bounces back and forth, but... And I guess we should put away the solar panels. We've got... I don't know if they'll... I don't think we'll have enough acceleration or anything to damage them, but we don't need them while we're doing this, so... So yeah, let's get up to the burn time, although not too much more. I think I'm going to start burning maybe, yeah, let's start burning 2 minutes ahead. And we'll see how this goes. Jenfrey, Sigil, and Lenful heading for Jool to see what's out there. I guess I have to activate these ones. Well, let's see if we need them or not. Saying 6-minute burn. So yeah. 6-minute burn. That's pretty fun. If I were to activate these ones, I'd have to do it all of them, of course, before I actually burned, but this seems to be working okay. Okay, and that is very close to the best I'm going to be able to get without making other correction burns. And look at that, we are just up here as well in the sun. That was a long burn. And it may not look like we have a lot of fuel left, but in fact we have a lot of fuel left, which is pretty awesome. Electricity going back up. Just, yeah, humorous amounts of fuel. So, did I use anything from this one? Huh? Was that... what? Did I? How come this one has no fuel? Oh well. Do these have fuel? How much does I have to burn to get this up? Those are full. Anyway, we'll do a transfer when we get to where we're going. But speaking of, I do need to make some fixes here. So do it now while our speed's the highest. Save some delta V. But I won't bring you in for that. I'll try to do some corrections, and I'll bring you back in. Okay, so we have a slightly better encounter, 891,000 kilometers. It's not very close, and as you can see, it's very much below as well. It's going to actually fling me out a little bit up. So anyway, when I get closer, though, I will fix the inclination, and then we'll be close to Jool. I'll be back in a bit. I'll just bring you back in here. What I did to make this inclination correction might be of interest to some. So I brought this out flat, and then I made a maneuver node when I was crossing the orbital path of Jool, and then I just raised up my my inclination, did my maneuver on this way, until it was perfectly lined up, both my exit and entry. And that was it. It was, and then it's it's only 97.9 meters a second, which is negligible. I tried to do the same one back at Kerbal actually when I was still in the sphere of influence, and it was 900 and some meters a second to do a similar correction. So this is much better to do it out here when you're going a lot slower. Yeah, and then look at my periapsis is now 113,000 kilometers. So only have to bring that down by a factor of 1,000, and then we'll be perfect. I may just still work on this maneuver node here to do that now, because might as well do it now. Okay, I've done my correction maneuver on the inclination. It's looking pretty good, but now I'm not exactly sure what is going on here now. Might have to wait till I get closer. Yeah, I don't know. It kind of looks like I come in and then come back out. Phew. So this is possibly a slightly wonky orbit, but my periapsis is fairly good and low, so it won't take a whole lot of delta V when I get into the system to switch that. So that's, I think, what I'm going to do. Okay, here we are. And let's see what the result is. I guess you can kind of see it over here. 975 kilometers. And I believe that is the correct direction I want to be as well, right? No. No, it's the opposite. Well, that's a pain. Does it matter? Let's do a node anyway and see how much it will take to fix it. Oh, if I can do it. I'll take it. So we need to switch it this way. That's funky. Is it just kind of switching sides? I don't know what's going on. Uh, hmm. Hmm. Well, I know which direction I need to burn, so maybe I'll just do it that way. What is this going to be? Rad minus? I think. Who needs maneuver nodes? Of course, the issue is that they are. Let's see. Does that make sense? I think so. The maneuver nodes are, you know, a nice way to test without actually having to burn any fuel. But I'll know it's working if my periapse is sinking. Yes, it is. Now I just have to bring it around to the other side of Jool. This isn't so bad. Have a Val encounter. Ooh. Need to separate it though from Jool. I still need a Jool periapse. Oh shoot, it's flipped directions. So that was probably what was going on with the node thing flipping back and forth. Have I done this before? I'm having a bit of deja vu. I think I might have done this before already once. Is that possible? I guess so. Perfect. What, do we have to still deal with this Val encounter though? I guess so. I'm a little concerned, but you know, this is our first time in 0.18. It's the first time for this group of Kerbals that we've ever been to Jool, so to do a little bit of science, maybe around and see Val. Val is probably one of my favorite planets, so I definitely plan to go and set up a base there. So, you know, why not? Let's do that and hope it hasn't messed us up too much. If this number is somewhat accurate, it's good. I have to look up again what arrow braking distance to come in at anyway, so that'll give us an opportunity to look at that. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to look those numbers up and I will head in. Okay, I actually had to go back and look up some of my old videos because I forget this every time. Looks like I'm thinking maybe around 125 for an encounter. It's right now it's somewhere between 100 and 150. So I think we're just going to have to wait until we get a little closer to see. So the Val periapse is not very close, so I don't need to worry too much. I guess that's what's messing it up too. Is if it doesn't know how close it's going to be to Val, then anyway, this is still days away, 12 days away. So let's see. They should be right on the ecliptic though. So where would they be? Possibly, I don't know. Okay, kind of out that way. I don't know if that really helped. Is it out that way? Yes, there's Jool. It's just a little green dot. Okay, so let's head in. Not that button. This button. Okay, let's slow it down a little bit here now. 34,000 seconds away. That is Val there. I believe that's Tylo out the other side, and that's Leif coming around here. So yeah, Leif just passed in front of Tylo. Here comes Val. So this is the encounter we're going to have. Now I can zoom in a lot more. Oh, I'm already in past Bop and Paul, the new one. Is this stabilized? 134. It seems to have. Maybe I can do a little maneuver now then. Let's slow that down first. And where do I want to go? I want to go in a bit, right? $121. Oh, this is going to be nice. 123. I really wish I knew the right altitudes, but we'll do a 0.9 meter a second burn, and okay, the node is going all over the place. What? What is up with that? I guess because it's such a small burn. So let's just do RCS. So there's something that seems to be a number that I think live with. Again, I'm not going to know very much. I don't want to over aero brake if I end up, you know, deep in the system. Is that going to over? It might. Let's take it back there or so. I don't know. Don't know why I'm continually having to guess on this. I would think I checked, there wasn't really anything online too much, but okay. So let's go check out Val. Okay, what's going on here? Go away. Go away. And go away. Here comes Val. If you'll remember from my last videos, I had stranded some Kerbals there, and I believe just before 0.18 came out, my rescue mission also, I made a large landing error and stranded the rescuers there as well. I was fully planning to go back and rescue all of them. Much easier now in 0.18. I think with the stuff they've added, I mean, docking for one is much easier, and this large fuel tank is great, and there's the 4-person hitchhiker pod that would have been really good and useful for this sort of thing. Okay. So it looks like we're going to be on the sun side of Val too, which is excellent. Presumably we have some cameras on board. We can take some pictures and beam them back to Kerbin. Didn't really notice. I really guess I could be doing a correction. Well, that's going to be normal plus for here. That's not going to work. Maybe I should have done an inclination correction, but I think it should be okay, and I can fix it later if need be. Anyway, what's our time here? Again, we're going to be 1,000 kilometers away from Val, but still pretty nice. I mean, that's worth a shot right there. Okay, goodbye, Val. It's good seeing you again. We'll be back. Continuing on our... Okay, periaps. 125 kilometers is a reasonable, I think, number. I hope. Always worry. We'll pessimistically aim ourselves retrograde. What's the time like here? Just bring it in fairly close. Okay, so we have 7,000 some meters a second, which is rapidly increasing as well. We'll stow the solar panels. Everything else is stowed. Okay. And let's see, what's the time now? We'll head on in. Okay, up to 9,300 meters a second, and still rapidly increasing. Again, we gotta kill a whole lot of that, and it's looking like 125,000 kilometers. Sorry, 125 kilometers is our periaps, still somewhere around there. And I guess I'll just okay. I'm a little worried about the durability of the ship. But this looks awesome, so yeah, if this breaks, hopefully it breaks at the docking port, and can just fly each of these independently away. It should be very close to the atmosphere now. Was it 130 some? Double checking everything, all things stowed that need to be stowed. And here we go. Already speed slowing. Showing it traverses surface as well. Okay, we have 40 some seconds. This apoapse needs to come in, but hopefully not too much. Oh, that was scary looking there. It's coming around. G's aren't that high, which is good, I guess. Such a thick atmosphere. It's 15 seconds. This looks like we're going to be captured. Perfect. As it goes to infinity, it then will drop back in as it... There we go. I don't know why that has to change the camera view, but... And periaps is passed. So good, we are captured. That's pretty close to the plane that I want to be on. And yeah, that's it. Ship is holding together. Apoapse is still coming down. Now coming within the orbit of BOP. If we're really lucky, we'll end up with a Lathe encounter. But that won't happen this orbit. It's way over here, and we're going to be zooming out the other side. So it could happen coming back in here. Alright. And we're out of the atmosphere, so that is it. That, I think, went really well. I could have been in a little closer. It would have made me nervous, though. So that I think is a really good place to cut the episode. We are in the Julian system. We had a Val encounter. Our ultimate target is going to be this Lathe-like moon here, where we're pretty sure we can survive on it, breathable atmospheres and all. So we're going to take a closer look and orbit it, and then head on in. So thank you very much for watching. My name is Hillstash. I'll see you soon. Okay, 200 or 0.2 meters a second. So yeah, we are slowly coming up. Okay, who's heading over first? Let's take Genfrey out. Orient ourselves. Come on, he's stuck. There he goes. This is quite the view. I should have taken a better screenshot there. Okay. I also didn't put the ladders out. When I get close, I believe I'll be able to. Just for something to hang on to. I don't necessarily need it though, because I think I can just... Hopefully I can just... Maybe I put all this RCS in this ship and I didn't use any of it. Maybe I should have done this by docking, I don't know. And okay. Getting close now. Now we're heading a little bit too far this way. Oops. Now we're heading actually away. Yes, maybe I will use some RCS. Let me see here. What am I trying to do? Nope. This way and... Yeah, I think something like this. Okay, half a meter a second. Well, that should give me enough time. Let me see here. Just point it a little bit more this way. I think if we bonk at these sorts of speeds, it's not going to be too big of a deal. Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play of Kerbal Space Program. This is Hillstash. We are floating in orbit around Kerbal. And this is the crew module. This is the interplanetary ship, all set up and ready to go, minus the crew. And looks like we're going to get a fairly close intercept here, so I'm going to I've fast forwarded a number of days and things have caught up, and I'm going to try to get this intersect here, and yeah, I'll bring you back in when we get a little closer. Then we'll transfer some crew, and we'll then have to wait another long time till Jool's in the right spot. But you won't have to. So let me do this, and I'll bring you back. Okay, so that's, yeah, later in this orbit, getting nice and close. My goal is to essentially just stop near the ship, and what are we saying? We're going to be away here, 400 meters away. Well, let me think here. I just want to go this way. What am I trying to do here? Let's go forward and down. Don't know exactly where the board. Where is the hitbox for boarding? Somewhere more around there. This could be tricky to get to. Okay, got it. We have Genfrey Kerman on board now. Most excellent. And while I'm here, I will extend the other ladder. So we're going to have to put one Kerbal in one of these. One of the other side, I guess. And landfill next. And there we have it. All three Kerbals who are going a little bit. So, yeah. There we go. Now we're heading almost directly towards it. Okay. Essentially then we just need to come to a stop when we get close. Fairly easy. And it's a pretty good sized ship. It's quite visible from a good distance away. Now it's saying 100 meters. Speeds start to increase rapidly, or they seem to. Not the speeds themselves, but the closing distance, I guess. 5 meters a second isn't very much when you're 2-3 kilometers away, but as you get this close, it gets dangerously fast. So I want to be up here somewhere. It's shifting around, of course, as our orbits shift around. And so then what we're going to do is transfer the crew over by EVA.